Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda. Yes, I'm getting over a cold. We're just going to pretend like I sound normal and continue on as we were. I am just going to jump in quickly. This is only going to cover a couple of books or a few books for April that I want to read. My extra monthly books that I have, it's the Tales from Two Trails books, the Buzzwordathon book, and usually the Adventures in Aldia book. But for April, we are back in class, so there aren't any books for that one. So first, let's start with the Tales from Two Trails and discuss what I'll be reading there. If you have missed somehow me talking about this, Kim has a channel called Expedition Through Pages. I will link it down below. And she and her mom are doing a game together where they're both team captains. Kim is the captain of my team. I'm Team B. And our mascot is Edmund the elephant, which Edmund was the name I suggested. So I love it that got voted on. Anyway, for this, every month, she and her mom play this game, and they each get 3 prompts. Sometimes there are extra bonus things we have to do, and sometimes there aren't. So for this one, the first one we landed on was it had to be a new release, and I immediately was like, I'm just going to read The Angels of Indian Lake. I'm already reading that. I have 2 very big readathons that I'm doing in April, so I'm trying not to add any extra things. Then I had the second book had to feature a water feature, and she chose the group book, The Old Man and the Sea, which is a really short Ernest Hemingway. I've never read Ernest Hemingway before, and I was like, okay, I'm going to read the group book because I knew it wasn't adding a lot more reading to my plate for the month, and so that's what I'm going to read. And then we had friend pick, and she said, just have one of your friends pick, but you don't get a choice. You have to read whatever they say. Well, I wanted a choice because I have so many books already to read this month that I was like, I was going to show my husband, he's the one that picked it. I was going to show him all of the books that I was reading for Aurelium and for the Battle of the Bands and let him pick one of those. And then I said to him, I was like, I kind of think it's cheating because I'm going to read these books anyway. Like they're already on my list for the month. So that would kind of be cheating, right? And he was like, yeah, do I just get a free pick? And I'm like, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So I'm reading this, The Children of Hurin. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. It's an excerpt from the Silmarillion, which I started trying to read the Silmarillion and I was like, no, this is dumb. I'm out. I can't do this. And honestly, yesterday I started The Children of Hurin and I'm listening to it on audio and it's read by Christopher Lee, which everybody said is the best way to listen to it. And so I'm like, okay, already there's so many names like, Hondo, son of Glimmerglorn or something. Like there's so many of those names in here already that I'm like, I do not know who these people are, nor do I care. Like oh my gosh. Anyway, and he was being all sweet about it. He was like, listen, I know when you read Lord of the Rings, you didn't like all the poetry and the songs. And I'm pretty sure that there's none at all in this book. If there are, it's only a few. Like he thought that would somehow make up for the Glimmerglorben names of everybody. Anyway, that is what I'm reading for the last book of the Tales from Two Trails. And this time I'm going to get extra points because I'm reading The Old Man and the Sea, which is the group book. So every book is worth 3 points, but that one is worth a bonus 2 points. So it's worth 5. That is really it other than buzzword. And buzzword for April is nature words. So I have created a board for all my Battle of the Band books and all of my Aurelium books. And just like skimming through here, we've got the Angel of Indian Lake. Lake is a nature word. We've got the galaxy and the ground within. Galaxy and ground. I mean, I guess ground is more nature. Galaxy is more sky. And then I have Death Beside the Seaside, mainly by moonlight. Like I have Kiss of Snow. Like I have a lot of stuff that have nature words in it. So I don't have to worry about that. I can read I'm going to read all of these so I can count any of them for my buzzword book for April. And that is it. I told y'all just a little fast glimpse at the extra books that I'm going to be reading this month. If you want to know how I'm going to read all of these and all of these, I will tell you, it is April the 1st, and I started The Raven Boys last night, and I started Spy Family this morning. So that's how I'm doing it, just one book at a time, or sometimes two. And that's going to do it. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know what you're doing. If you're doing Tales from Two Trails, are you reading the group book? If you're on my team, are you reading the group book? If you're not on my team, please don't read the group book. Just put it aside this month. It's probably too much. Anyway. And let me know about the Aurelium or the Battle of the Bands. Are you doing either of those? That's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.